Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge Blade Works. So I got this new fat wood from Jay and I wanted to use it out here in the woods. And I tried it the other night in the garage and I couldn't believe how resinous this stuff is and how much the pitch inside this just lights up like, you know, like gasoline. I mean, it smells just like turpentine and it's awesome. And I wanted to try out for the first time my ferro rod that Tack Hill Rick made me. And I imagine he's going to be selling these, and if you guys get a chance to buy one, you got to check them out. They're beautiful. This thing's awesome. So I want to be trying that out here. And it's a net carry. He set it up on a lanyard for me. And then I also have my my favorite neck knife, which is my Condor Mini Bush Lore, and I made the Kydex sheath for it. And you can see it's all rusty from the last time I was in the snow. I'm really bad on my knives. I need to oil this and strop it and sharpen it and do all that good stuff. But it's got a really nice 90-degree spine for striking fire stills, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And I'll show you another trick on that too. But I'm gonna put this back on my neck so I don't lose it. And when you're in an area with a bunch of snow, Lily, you want to have your fire set up on top of the snow, but you want to set it up on top of find some dry sticks, whatever you can, some dry wood, and then I found some birch bark, a whole mess load of it, and I got it piled up here, and then I have some pencil size twigs next to that, and then some bigger ones, and then some bigger ones next to that, which is all my bigger stuff, like this, and this is mainly the fuel here. And you want to prep your fire right, and that's where I see a lot of guys failing, or a lot of people failing when they do their fire, is they just, you know, throw a bunch of sticks on there and try to get it to light and blow on it, and it's just a mess. And if you find some fat wood or some birch bark, that's the best fuel you can find as far as I'm concerned. And I'm used to fat wood in California. I use that all the time, but when I moved here to Minnesota, I started using birch bark, and I think that to me is the best fire tinder that you could find besides fat wood in my area. And it's really hard to find the fat wood in my area. But what I wanted to say is both fat wood and birch bark, I've tried this, I know it works. You can put them under water, they can be soaked, you can take them out, scratch them up, throw a spark on them, and they'll light up every time. They are amazing tinders. But I'm gonna go ahead and do some small feather sticks here with this with this fat wood, and make myself a nice small pile. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the back of my spine with some of these scrapings off this fat wood. That way when I throw a spark in here with this fire steel, it'll have something nice to catch on. And I appreciate you guys coming out here today and hanging out and hiking around with me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife now, use the spine, the back side of the spine, make a bunch of scrapings. You want to be pretty aggressive with that. You want to have a nice big pile of scrapings. This knife is not working too good for that right now. I should have used my other knife for that. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my blade because it's a little bit sharper than the spine. This fat wood is really tough, real resinous. And that's probably enough. I got a pretty good little pile right here. And I'm going to save this fat wood. I don't want to keep using it. I want to just use that for tinder. But I'll go ahead and take this ferro rod that Tack Hill Rick sent me, and for the first time I'm going to strike it. You got to get the coating off there. It has a coating on the back, on the top of the fire steel, and it won't start sparking until you start, you know, until you get that coating off. And then you want to stick your fire steel in the pile. And you want to pull your fire steel back, or you can scrape against it like this. Man, I should have brought a knife out here with a better spine, that's for damn sure. I have a scraper here in my wallet that I keep with me all the time. I think it'd work a lot better than this spine. My Condor spine is kind of dull. So I'm going to try this and see if it works a little bit better. Yeah, it's a lot better. And look at that, one tiny little spark on that fat wood, and that stuff's like gas. And there we go. I need to sharpen that spine on my knife a little bit so that I can throw some sparks off that. And I'll go ahead and get some lunch going and go from there. I'll film some more in a bit. I appreciate you guys watching.